Hey mamas, what's up? Happy New Year, or whenever you are catching this video. I am kicking off this season with a series to help you gain more clarity in your life. See, you're trying to set all these goals for this new season of your life, but you ain't really clear about what's going on from the old season of your life. So if you're ready to create goals, intentions, resolutions, whatever you want to call them, girl, that actually get done and feel good at the end, I want you to grab your earbuds and a pen because I am about to go in. What's up? I'm your girl Charmaine, and welcome to today's episode of The Charmed Life. On this channel, I aim to support entrepreneurial moms of color that have kids with special needs to help them to create the time, energy, and focus they want to feel in their life. Now, if this sounds like something that you are down with, subscribe, share, comment, and click that little bell to be sure that you are notified when the next video drops. Now, let's get into creating clarity around your life and goals. See, ladies, clarity is queen. So often we think we are clear because we know we have a lot of ish in our head that needs to be done. Really, the only thing that you're clear about is that there's a lot of ish on your calendar that needs to be done. You're not even clear about how you want to feel, why you're going after that thing, how the things that you're doing are actually supporting your whole end game. You just know that, you're doing stuff because it keeps coming up and you have to handle it and you have to go after it how you go after it. I did an earlier video, it will be linked, where I talked about this whole process of setting goals and not being clear. And I wanted to take some time and create this series to dig just a little bit deeper. So each part of this series is going to have, it's going to be a 4-part, is going to have, I'm going to dig deeper into each one of these steps that is going to take you to create these clear goals. And this is the first one. If you only did this one thing, I absolutely guarantee you that the goals you begin to set will begin to have a new meaning and have new life. And that you will be able to create goals from a space of alignment and authenticity and not just based off of, shit I think I need to do. So let me tell you a little brief story about how I got into all of this and how I even use this with my clients. Like many of you, when I started setting goals, it was just based off of things I want. You go to these vision board parties and they're like, oh my God, what do you want? What do you want to create in your life? And so they start you off from that point. And probably like many of you, I was creating these vision boards that had cars and houses and, it was going for all of the material things that I desired. Not saying that going after material stuff is wrong, because trust me, your girl loves her bags and shoes. So not saying that that's wrong, but what ends up happening when you go after your goals just from a material space and not really digging down to see what's going on and, how your wants can align with where your life is, what happens is you end up creating these goals that are what I call empty orange goals. So have you ever had an orange and you look at it and it looks delicious and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to eat it. And so you open it up and it smells orangey and you're really excited and you peel that first segment off and you see the juice pop. You're like, yes, it's juicy and delicious. And you bite into that bitch and it tastes like water. That's what happens when you set goals without doing this first step. What happens is you create goals. You work for them. If you actually stick to it, you work towards it and you go towards it. And then it gets to the deadline and you've reached it. But it feels like that orange that tastes like water. You're exhausted. You don't feel fulfilled. You don't feel like the thing that you went for even mattered, but just that you again just checked something off of your to-do list. That sucks. So this first step is we're going to be talking about life areas. Now, when I work with my clients, we go over 6 life areas, but for the sake of your attention span and not making you look like a deer caught in headlights at the end of the video. I'm going to touch on the top three. The three that when I work with moms, they struggle with the most. These are the three deepest areas. But let me tell you what all six are. So you have your business or career. You have family and friend relationships. You have your love relationships. You have financial. You have your health and wellness. And you have learning. Now, you know that each one of these pieces can segment off into different things. So the top three we're going to be talking about today are your finances, your family, and your business. Those are the top three. Most women, when I speak to them, there is a push goal somewhere in those top three, meaning that once I get this done, it's going to have a domino effect and push all of the other goals forward. So I find again that the push goal, the goal that kind of changes the trajectory of everything, is within those first three: your business, your family, and your money. So let's dig into those a little bit deeper and about how you can get really clear about what's going on in those areas so that the goals you create for them are really in alignment with where you are now and where you're going. Here's why knowing where you are now is so important. Ladies, have you ever worked with a coach and they're like, oh my God, set big goals, go for the gusto. And you do that, and what happens is because that goal is so out of alignment with where your self-image is now, it's so out of alignment with where your life is now, that it becomes overwhelming. And then you quit. You don't give up, you quit because it's just so overwhelming. You don't know where to end, begin. It just feels like it's ever consuming. And so then you feel like a failure. And so then the story you tell yourself is, I don't complete my goals. I can't do this. This must not be for me. When in actuality, your goal needs to be a bit more realistic. Yes, dream big. However, knowing this first foundation piece is going to help you to create goals that are in alignment and set timelines that are more so in alignment with where your life currently is. And that is so important. So important. Because, again, not knowing where you're starting off from and just creating those vision board goals where I want a Maserati, I want a 50,000 square foot house, I want maids and butlers and all that other ish, and you aren't even making 5K consistently in your business each month, and you say you want to do that in a year. Not that it's impossible, but sis, you got kids, husband, dog, you got all these other things going on, and right now it's just a team of you trying to get these things together until you get your team to play along. So setting a goal like that will only lead you up to frustration. It will only lead you to feeling like a failure, and it will just cause you to quit and continue to live in the status quo. So I'm going to bring you back down to earth while still helping you to look forward to the sky. Here's the thing, these life areas, again, business, family, money. So let's break this down really quickly and take a look at your business. What's going on in your business right now? How do you feel about this life area? Is it where you want it to be? Asking yourself a series of questions to help you to determine where it is. Then in your family, where's your family at right now? What would it look like? What does it look like right now? Is it chaotic? Is it messy? Or is there flow? Is everybody helping? Is everything going the way you need it to go? Do you have a family team, or are you the maid? Asking yourself these questions, getting really clear, will allow you to set goals that are in alignment. If you think in your finances, what's going on with your money? Where do you feel like your money is at? How does your money feel? How does interacting with your money feel? All of these are perfectly valid questions to help you move forward to the next step. Once you have these, now you have this awesome baseline to begin building goals for your upcoming quarter. I want you to think of goals in quarters and not in a year. Doesn't that feel like less pressure? I want to invite you to take 2022 and go quarter by quarter, 90-day increments, looking at tracking. So let's keep this convo going. Share in the comment section below which life area has the lowest score and which one had the highest, and one thing that you're going to do and within the next 90 days to bring that score up a notch. I'm listening and I'm here to help you to support your next best move. Now remember, this is a 4-part series. This is part 1. If you want to get that next video, you are subscribed to this channel. You have clicked that little happy bell so YouTube can send you a notification. And if you know another sister friend that this would greatly impact in a positive way, I want you to share it with her. Now, I know you need more support to get your life. In the show notes below, click on workwithcharmaine.me and schedule your free Unload Overwhelm Strategy session. This is a 45-minute session that is going to talk about these life areas and really help you to create and gain some clarity. Well, girl, it's time to take action. You can listen to YouTube videos all day to get motivated, or you can start taking action right where you stand. So schedule your Unload Overwhelm Strategy session below, workwithcharmaine.me, and I will see you later. Bye.